Hi students, I wanted to teach you how to calculate magnesium safely, and it can be a little tricky at first, but you'll get the hang of it really quickly. So you're going to put all magnesium, always goes on an IV pump, and you're always going to be solving milliliters per hour on an IV pump. That's the only way an IV pump can work. Our smart pumps will help you with the drugs and that names, but we also have to know how to do these calculations. So in the very beginning, when we give magnesium to prevent a seizure, which is its primary rationale for why we give it in obstetrics for preeclampsia, we're going to give a bolus dose. And so that's going to be 20, like maybe 4 to 8 grams in 20 to 30 minutes. The word gram needs to be spelled out because that's one of our national patient safety goals. So let's go ahead and give our patient some medication. Let's give her a bolus dose because we don't want her to have a seizure. I'm gonna have my back to you for just a second. So step one, we have to have an order, and the order is going to be administer 6 grams of magnesium, and that should not be sulfate, in 20 minutes. Number 2, we have to know what we have on hand. Because if we don't know what we have on hand, we can't, we can't solve the equation. At St. Jude's, we're currently putting in a half a liter, 500 milliliters of fluid, we will have 20 grams of magnesium sulfate. And this is all written out because of safety reasons on the protocol. So my first question would be, how do I know what to set the pump to? What is my rate? So I'm going to go ahead, and I know I have to get to milliliters per hour over here. So I'm going to start with what I have on hand, which is 500 mLs with 20 grams. I know I want to give 6 grams. And how much time? 20 minutes is what the physician or midwife ordered. The next thing I need to figure out is I have milliliters per minute, but I don't have an hour. So I still know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. And then I certainly reduce, because I don't always have my calculator, or I didn't always, but now I do with my phone. So I know that 60 is 3 and 20 would be 1 if I reduce this. I can take off a 0 here, and then I see 6 and 2, and I can reduce that as well to 3 and 1. If you don't like reducing, just put the numbers in your calculator. And so I can do 50 times 3 is 150 times 3 will make this 450 mLs per hour. Okay, that's a great answer. That is correct. If I leave this IV of magnesium running at 450 milliliters per hour, almost the entire dose, the entire bag will be in. And I will come in and I will walk into a patient who will not be breathing in an hour, and she will be pretty floppy and darn near dead. So now I have to set my pump with a volume to be infused to maintain that safety and other things. So I'm going to give you this for a second. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. You can watch this again because we want to do our volume to be infused. So I'm erasing this part, and I know that my volume has to be related to that 450 mLs. So I have 450 mLs per hour. There are several ways you can do this. You know that it's in 20 minutes. So you could divide the 60 minutes by 3, and you would know that would be 150 mLs if you divided 1 hour by 3 because it's 20-minute segments. Okay? That doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody thinks the same. We could also decide how much fluid is in 1 gram. So if we wanted to know how much fluid is in 1 gram of magnesium within this solution here, we could divide 500 by 20, and that would come out to 25 mLs per 1 gram. So you could divide 25 times your original order of 6 grams would give you 150 mLs for your volume to be infused. Okay, if you don't like that way, there's still another way you can do this. And I think it's good for you to find the way that you are most comfortable with. So we can also look at this as a mathematical question. And we can say, I'm going to erase this one just so you're not getting too confused with me. You can put 500 mLs in 20 grams times 6 grams is X mLs. And you're just going to go ahead and solve that. And again, I take off these ones. I can divide this to, no, I can't. Sorry. So 50 times 6 is 150.
That's 300.
No, excuse me. My husband, the mathematician, just said that's 300
divided by 2.
Divided by 2 is going to give you 150 mLs. And I was wrong. I could have done the 6 and the 2, and this would have been 3, and this would have been 1. And I would get that same volume to be infused. So however you do this, you need to do it safely. So you want to get the right rate, and then you want to get the right volume to be infused. Then you, the nurse, are going to have several other things that you're going to have to do to keep this patient safe besides just setting the IV pump. And I want you to think about what those are. You're going to be checking what, like deep tendon reflexes, LOC, breathing, urine output, etc. Check out your book. You really need to know this stuff. It's super important, especially if you want to work in labor and delivery and with pregnant women. Remember, magnesium is to prevent seizures. Thank you.